that being said, I woke up with this thing of um this thing with a sacrificial sacrifice. People blood sacrifice, um, ego sacrifice, pride sacrifice, and was that's what's been on my mind. How people is doing these sacrifices, pride sacrifice, and was that's what's been on my mind. How people is doing these sacrifices. People think that you have to be a big star to be doing sacrifices. You don't. As a matter of fact, it started out when you're consider yourself as a nobody. Nobody knows you, and you want to be famous. You want to be known. You want to be liked. You want to be loved. You want the attention. You want to take whatever you're doing a step further. So you think, oh, say if you a woman, you think, oh, because you heard that the sacrifice is about sleeping with other women, you good. Or you a man and you was like, okay, sacrifice is, all I got to do is sleep with a man and I'm good. Mm-mm. No. So what you don't get is those people that did a sacrifice like that was like dear to them. Like their that was their it affected their ego and their pride. It affected a lot in their life. Okay. Otherwise it won't be a sacrifice. you know. So you would think, like, say a straight man that even never considered being bisexual or never considered himself being nothing with anybody but a woman that sacrifices to be with a man. And see, you can't just say it. It's like when you're doing sacrifices, they already know. They already spiritually know what they want because it's working in a demonic realm. And that's why the focus on the Yeshua, Jesus, is the ultimate sacrifice, that we don't have to do all that, is for these days like this to remind us you don't have to sacrifice anything in your life to be whatever it is you want to be. Now, and I'm talking about sacrifice that will affect your spirit and your soul and will respect everything in your life. You don't have to do that sacrifice. Okay? Jesus did that. So if you don't believe in Jesus, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm glad I got that person that stood and took that for me. So I don't have to I don't trip about sacrificing anything. Say, okay, what's your heart thing? What's your heart thing? Say you have, men, you have daughters that you love, like you just love them. That's your sacrifice. That's who you're going to sacrifice. That's who they want. That very thing. I know someone portrayed that they about their family and what have you, but it's not willing to make some changes in their life, to make their relationship with these family members better. But at the same token, is willing to go out and do things that really is selfish things, make sure they enjoy their life and make sure they got the going on or whatever, but not willing to lay down their life, to let that life go, to see that their children is well taken care of in a space where they have their mother or their father. Okay, that is a different type of sacrifice. That's true sacrifice. It's like, okay, I want to go out here and party and kick it and do all these kind of things. But for the sake of my children, and that I want to make sure I'm the proper mother or father, I'm going to let that go. I'm going to sacrifice that lifestyle in order to make sure that they have someone to look up to and be able to come to and talk to without any outside influence, drugs, alcohol, club scene, nightlife. That affects your spirit, that affects your judgment. So true sacrifice with clean sacrifice is lifestyle. Changing your lifestyle. I don't have any children, but I have what I call spiritual children and what I call like some of my nephews and nieces that I helped take, I took care of it for a short period of time. I consider them, I'm their auntie, but some of them may not have parents or whatever, or they just could talk to me about every and anything. And I still try to uphold a image and respect. I laid down. I could have made choices. I could have been a stripper easily, easily. But why? I could have been in. I could have been in Rauchi in videos, dance videos, video vixens. But I always thought about my nieces and nephews. And I even was once wanted to be a sex therapist, but down the line I realized that I will have to go in graphic detail and talk about certain things, and it would be on video and all that kind of thing, and I would have to go in deep detail. And I was just thinking about my nephews and nieces. I sacrificed a lifestyle in different ways for them because I understood true sacrifice. So while people's out here, they doing blood ritual sacrifices or what have you, but it's sacrifice going on right here, right now, right there in your house, in your home, right there with your boys, with your girls, making these sacrifices. It's sad. So just be aware and be careful of what you trade in so you could get that glorified 5-minute fame while your thing that's closest to your heart is being sacrificed. It's not always the sex act. It's not always sleeping with the same sex. That's not always it. It's what's dear to you. And, it could answer a lot of questions about our brothers and sisters falling in the streets. Minor sacrifices. People is paying people $1,000, $5,000, $2,000 to kill somebody. Why? You know, they always want to blame it on the gang affiliations and things like that. No, it's people. People, they, it's no, a secret is a secret. So when people find out one secret, then they have to make another secret. Because they're going to try to keep the clique a secret. You know, like people talk about the Illuminati and all that. The secret societies. Once a secret is found out, they can create another secret. So you never will be of the all-knowing. And you should, that's not your position. The Most High God, that's his position. So just beware that, beware what you trade in order to reach fame and glory. This is your girl, baby. And I'll see you next time. Protect your energy. Peace.